there, and welcome back to Bethy Marie. Today I have my helper, Chef William, with me, and what are we going to be making today, William?
Chicken enchiladas.
And do you like enchiladas? Chicken enchiladas?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
I think they're pretty good.
Good. Awesome. Well, we are going to make this recipe together and show you how you can make it at home. It's really simple. It's not authentic Mexican food. I promise. It's really delicious though. So chicken, tortillas, cheese, some creamy ingredients, onions, garlic, all of it together. It's really good. So come and watch us make this delicious dinner. Ooh. The first thing that you need to do is melt about 1 tablespoon of butter into a hot skillet. I've done that here, and now I'm going to add in some chopped green onions. About a half cup is all you really need. We're going to cook these onions in the butter just for a few minutes until they're softened and slightly browned. It will make a really delicious addition to your enchiladas. After a few minutes of cooking, the green onions have slightly browned, they're tender, and they smell amazing. So now I'm going to add in just a teaspoon of garlic powder. Just gently sprinkle it around. I'm going to turn off the heat. And I'm also going to add in 1 can of green chilies. These are the small 4-ounce cans of diced green chilies. And just stir that around until it's well combined. I'm using cast iron here, which holds its heat really well. So even though I've turned off the burner, the pan is still quite hot, which is why it's still sizzling. But that's perfect. It just gives an opportunity for these flavors to kind of slightly cook together a little bit and the flavors to blend nicely. So the pan is cooling down a little bit, as you can tell. It's no longer sizzling, but it's still quite warm. And I'm going to add a few more ingredients now. The next thing that I'm going to add is 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. Now you can also use cream of chicken soup. Those are the two that I've used, and they both work really well. We just prefer the cream of mushroom soup a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and add 1 cup of sour cream. Once you've added that, give it a good stir around. This is going to be the filling of your enchiladas, and some of this is also going to go on top of the enchiladas. It's going to taste really delicious. So stir it well until it's all thoroughly combined, and then you're going to set aside about 1/3 of this mixture in a little bowl. So I'm just going to use my spatula, scoop a little bit out into the bowl. You don't need a ton, just like I said, about 1/3 of the mixture is sufficient. Just like that. And then set that aside for later. All right, so I've taken my pan off the stove. As you can see, here is the mixture that we set aside, and the rest of the mixture is here in the pan. And now William's going to help me assemble our enchiladas. So I want you to add in the chicken. We have about 1 pound of chicken, which has been cubed up, translates to about 1.5 cups to 2 cups. So you can go ahead and dump that in the skillet. Perfect. And we're going to put in about, I don't know, 3/4 cup of cheese. So just get a big old scoop, a big scoop, like half of that cheese, and just dump it in. This is shredded cheddar cheese. You could use pepper jack or a different type of cheese if you like, but we love it with the sharp cheddar. So we're going to add in about 3/4 cup. That looks about right. Sometimes we like to eyeball things around here. So I'm going to use just the spatula that I was using already to just mix all of these ingredients together. We're going to end up with a really cheesy and creamy chicken combo.
Enchiladas.
Yeah, we're going to put it in some tortillas and turn it into enchiladas. So get that all well combined. And William, if you want to go ahead and pull the tortillas over here, we'll start.
I like to do it.
All right, so we're going to start filling these up. Now, before you do that, you're going to want to make sure that you have your 9x13 pan prepped and ready to go. I have just slightly greased this with a little olive oil spray. And so we're going to set this right here. All right, so we're going to start by filling our tortillas with this mixture. And I like to use about 8 tortillas. Sometimes you can, if you fill them really full, you can only fit about 7 in, but we usually can get about 8 in a pan. So William, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to do this, and you'll do the next one after me. So you grab a tortilla, hold it in your hand, kind of even fold it gently a little bit, and you're going to get a scoop of filling, not too much. That's about all that you need. And you're going to put it right in the middle. Just gently spread it out a little bit and roll your tortilla like that. And then the seam, the part where it overlaps, is going to go down on the bottom of the pan. So you can do the next one, and we're going to just fill up this pan. Our pans with our
chicken enchiladas inside of rolls.
And now we are ready to put on the topping. Do you remember we set some of the filling aside?
Yes.
So now it's time to spread this on the top. So we're just going to spread it all over the top of our enchiladas. Can I borrow that spoon real quick?
This. Can I spread it around?
Yeah, and then just spread it all over the entire top of the enchiladas. All right, and the last step is to sprinkle some shredded cheddar cheese on top.
Can I do it?
We're going to use about 1/2 to 3/4 of a cup and just generously sprinkle cheese all over the top. Let me help you. Once you finish sprinkling with cheese, you are going to go ahead and bake this in the oven, 350 degrees for about 30 minutes until it's bubbly and the cheese is slightly browned. We'll see you in a minute, or 30.